Hey, I'm here today with my daughter Lauren. She is a professional groomer here at Smeraglia. And today we are going to do a face, feet, and fanny on this precious puppy today. So I can imagine that you would need to first start off with a great comb, right?
Yes, so this is a wide tooth metal comb, and it comes in different lengths and sizes. So this is a small one. It's really good to have a small one to get right up around the face. You can really get those like tiny little hairs out of the way if you need them. You're always going to need a pair of rounded scissors. I brought out two little, these are face scissors. They're really tiny. You can use them if you feel a little uncomfortable getting right up near the eye with a pointed. These are rounded. We sell these in the Let You Know actually. And then I also have some thinning shears, just depending on the dog. Sometimes you need that to help blend the face, but these are definitely the key tools that you're gonna need today. And then for the fanny portion of it, just to trim up and make her sanitary area a little cleaner, you're gonna use a clipper. I do have a guard on this clipper just because she's pretty fluffy, and I don't want a super shortcut around her sanitary area. So I do have a little guard on this. It is a 1/16 clipper blade. So anyways, I guess we're gonna start now. Okay, so I am gonna use this small fine tooth comb. I'm gonna pull her face all the way down. I'm gonna take this hair, which is kind of like her bangs. I'm gonna pull it all the way forward. And she cannot see, so we are going to clean this up. So you're going to take your rounded scissors.
And when you say rounded, they're curved.
They're curved, yes. They're a curved scissor. So you're just going to start trimming away this hair. It's her visor, that's what it's called. And we're just going to trim it until we can see her face. It's okay, sweet girl. It's okay. Keep on trimming. Okay, now that we can kind of see, we're gonna take this little hair that's in between her eyes and her nose, and we're gonna pull that forward. Push back the hair around her eyes. You can kind of see her now. Okay, so I'm gonna take these scissors and I'm gonna go straight across. And I'm gonna come in and cut little V's right around her eyes. Right into the corners, get that hair out of the way. Other side. Good girl. You can use your comb if you need to and push things out of the way again. You're a good girl. You're a good girl.
Very good.
Good girl. So I feel like I need to get a little closer, so I'm gonna just keep going in. And it's always better to make small cuts and take less away, because once it's gone, it's gone. So, okay. So her eyes are looking pretty good. I don't want to take too much away. There we go. Good girl.
We never ever cut all the hair on top of the nose off, like we
No, so you never take a clipper and run it down the nose or do anything like that. I mean, so you can kind of part the hair, but what I like to do, because this does need to be cleaned up a lot.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull this forward and just trim kind of, let me see if I can kind of do it backwards. This way. Because that's gonna, when it falls, gonna clean that hair up around her nose. There we go, sweet girl. Okay. Okay. So now that I can see her eyes, I'm now going to pull this hair forward again and kind of round this face out.
To me, the face is so important because it gives them that beautiful teddy bear face, and it really shows their expression. She can actually now see out of her eyes. She couldn't see before.
She's like, hi. Okay. Sometimes you can kind of hold this part of your dog or their nose just because you want to make sure they're still for their safety. So we're just going to take these curved scissors and just, you're making a round shape. So that's what you're going for.
Very rounded. Everything is round when it comes to teddy bear.
Yes, yes, yes. Hey, sweet girl.
And you're going to round.
And for her, since her hair is really long, and I think this is probably her first groom, she, has, you can kind of see almost what needs to come off these little, the ends that are kind of scraggly. So. And don't worry, because you can always brush it back and forth, and you might feel like you just need to keep going and keep going and keep going, but at some point you do just kind of have to go, okay, we're good, because their hair falls different than our hair does. So, okay, let's see. You can see now. Come here. And I also kind of lift up this back part and try to blend that in as well. So this is where, if you wanted to get yourself a pair of thinning shears, they're chunky, wide tooth, you can kind of blend that. And that's so it takes off hair, but it doesn't really remove tons of length. And it gives your puppy like a softer look. The face in particular.
Your beautiful eyes now.
I know, she has that one blue eye and one brown eye. She's so sweet.
Oh, this is a merle.
So also the ears play a pretty big part in getting that face how you want it. So what I like to do is her ears need to be pretty level with the length of this area, like her beard. So they're almost at it, but just because I want it cleaned up a little bit, I am gonna take these scissors and just curve this ear just a little bit. Just clean it up. And you just follow along the pattern of the hair.
We do have the curved scissors in Fletch and Low, and they make a great difference compared to like straight scissors.
Yeah, you really can't do this with straight scissors.
You can't do it with straight. You have to use the rounded curved scissors. Watch how you do that. That's really, and make sure that you know where the skin is.
Good girl.
Looking nice.
Okay.
Let's see. Any of the beard? Do you ever cut any of the beard?
I do cut the beard, so it just kind of depends. So I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna see, you kind of make the decision based on the length of the coat. So let me see.
She's got a full coat. Her coat has never been groomed.
Look. Can I see? Can I see you? Okay. I am going to take a little bit of this beard off, just kind of clean it up. So again, using the curved scissors, you're just pretending like you really, it's kind of funny, like you think of like that bowl cut when your kids were younger that used to do back in the day, and you put the round and you follow it around. That's almost what you're doing with a puppy, to get that round look. You really just want a really round cut.
So the round curved here.
You just want to make a circle.
The curved ears, the curved top, everything is round. I love that.
There.
It looks so pretty. Yes, you do.
And then, so where are the little tiny scissors? Okay. Okay, so I, in particular, really don't like when their beard gets in their mouth. So you can even brush it down like this and just be really careful and take those scissors right across so they don't get, it doesn't get in their mouth. Like,
yeah, it keeps them smelling fresh too.
Good girl.
It's a fresher cut. I like that. That looks so pretty.
Hi, come here. So again, this is just a face, feet, and fanny. So this is basically removing the least amount of hair on your puppy, just so that you can get a, leave them full if you want to, or sometimes that's all they need is a little trim up.
Just enough to make the face look clean and neat, and they can see out of their eyes.
Can you see? I think this needs to be a little shorter. Come here. Good girl. Let's see. And you're always going to push things forward just to kind of check your work. Make sure it's how you want it to be. I'm going to get a little, now that I can see her eyes a little bit more, I do feel like I need to get a little closer. So I'm going to just take it the back side.
So you flip the scissor
and
over.
Put it up against her eye.
You can't see that.
Turn it, let's see, right here. Good girl. That's a good girl. Okay. So that's pretty much the face. We're going to move into the foot portion of this. So this puppy already has a bit of rounded feet already, but I'm going to just kind of show you the process of how it's done. So you are going to use, again, your curved scissors, and you're just going to follow around. You want just to create that circled look around her feet. Just rounding them out. And you can go short if you really want to see their toenails, or if you just want just the tips cut off, you can. And it's just really easy. You're just following around. Okay, so now we're going to go into the fanny portion of this, which we call the sanitary cut. So as you can see, she's got a lot of hair all around those areas. So this is when you want to keep your puppy long, or if you have a short puppy like cut, then you can, what you want to do is you want to clean this up, because nobody wants unsanitary things in this area. So we're going to use the clippers, and you're going to just take this clipper, and you're just going to start at the bottom of the tail and just run it straight down. It's pretty simple. And like I said, I chose to put a guard on this just so it's not super short to the skin, because she is going to keep this hair a little bit longer. And then you just take it and run it right through. Obviously, if you have a male dog, you have to be a little bit more careful. But this is just going to keep her really clean, so when she goes potty, things don't get in her hair. Now I'm going to, it's okay, girl, just make sure right here, up underneath looks pretty good. So I'm going to just take the clipper and run it down the opposite way. And you're just getting rid of some unwanted hair. So obviously doing this more with your dog is going to get it more used to it. So the more consistent you are, the more, the more used to it your dog's going to get. So this is a kind of obnoxious sound. Some puppies might not like it. She's pretty chill. She's not very worried by it, but this is a sound that might freak your dog, your puppy out. So you want to make sure that when you are using this, that you kind of introduce it to them first and make sure they're not going to jump out of the way, because once you take it off, you can't put it back. So anyways, guys, this is the end of the face, feet, and fanny. This is pretty much what your puppy is going to look like when we're done. So we've got a pretty rounded face. She can see now. Before we couldn't see her beautiful eyes, but we can now. And like I said, we just trimmed up around her face. You remember, you're following a circle, making everything round. Her feet were the same way, rounding that out, and then also just taking off and making this sanitary area a little cleaner. So we are finished now, and she can see. Thanks, guys.